ready. We're just kind of, it's just kind of what we just did, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you ready?
But now the camera's here, so it's good.
Yeah, I know, right? All right, we are here with the Longboard Larry Show, episode 3. We're with Skip Marcotte, and if everybody doesn't know who Skip is, Skip's with Turnco. He's an artist, skater, but we'll kind of turn that little bit over to Skip. Is like, kind of give us a little rundown of what you do, and then we'll go into like where you started.
Sure.
Let's,
at this point, just making basically cruiser boards, doing graphics for boards, and grip tape, and a couple other like little side crafty things. Like
Okay.
The twin fin holders and things like that.
A lot of it's like you kind of pull in the art of recycling.
Absolutely.
Yeah, which is cool.
Like reuse and like even through the art, the graphic part of it is a lot of it's trying to use things as masks or stencils.
Okay.
That you wouldn't necessarily do that.
Cool. And Turnco is basically you're taking old worn out decks and making them cool again.
Yeah, Portland, we're lucky enough to have so many great skaters here. You know, street skaters, park skaters that are sponsor guys that are getting boards that don't ride boards to death.
Okay.
So, you know, if they get a chip in the nose or something, moving on.
They're moving on, getting a new deck.
Still structurally fine.
Yeah.
You know, maybe a little crack or something.
Okay.
But they move on. And even years ago, there's a guy in town that rode for Sector 9. And they were working through different molds and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So he would ride a board a day, maybe.
Okay.
And stack up. And they're just subtle differences, wheelbases, things like that.
Just small changes.
So it was a great opportunity to have great boards for nothing.
Okay.
So I'm able to, you know, basically make what I wanted that I didn't see out there.
Yeah, cool. Right on. I mean, I think that's kind of how I started too. It was like, I wanted something specific, and nobody made it.
Yep.
So I figured out how to make my own
the way
thing.
You wanted it to, or
something. Yeah.
Because that's always been. I've never wanted to make something that's already out there. There's somebody's gonna be able to do it better than I can for less.
Yeah.
Inevitably.
Well, and it's like, it's not yours.
Right.
You know, it's like, some of us just want something that's individual, and which I think that's probably. I mean, that's
the process.
A cool factor. Definitely. Right. It's the process.
Like it's not. This is a great way to make $2 an hour.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
In all seriousness.
Right.
You know,
Right.
Nobody's getting rich off this stuff.
No.
You know? Some
No.
of it's compensated well, but it's not.
But it's right.
It's a hustle.
It is, and it's that release. I mean, you got something that you can go out and just forget about what's going on everywhere else and just focus on that. Yeah.
Lucky enough to have a garage and space at home that I can do that, and a wife that tolerates it.
Perfect. Yeah.
You
have to have someone. You have to have someone behind you that is like, okay,
biggest critic.
Right. That you need this outlet.
Yeah.
And it's great. So cool.
So
All right.
As far as that goes, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, cool. So we are in CalSkate in downtown Portland. That's where you work.
Weekends.
Work weekends. Okay. So it was cool because this was an awesome spot to do a podcast.
Visually, it's historic.
Visually, it is. So hopefully, we'll get some visual stuff for teasers. But I don't know. I mean, maybe the GoPro will last the whole time.
We'll see if it's got it.
I'm like, but yeah, it's awesome. Old boards, some really cool,
beautiful
stuff.
Location.
Yeah, it is.
Central location.
Central
Old
location.
Town Portland.
Yeah, no, this Old Town Portland's cool.
Larry made it here safe. Didn't get jumped or anything.
Nope. I made it. All right. Well, let's start with kind of where'd you grow up?
I was born in Vermont, New Hampshire.
Okay.
Family's from Woodstock, Rutland, that area, going way back.
Okay. Cool.
Moved to Florida as a little kid, and down to Naples.
Okay.
Back when it was not much. A little town. This was late, I guess, early 70s.
Early. Okay. Cool.
So yeah, it goes back a ways.
So that
But grew up in Florida. Lived there, started, venturing out after high school, started spending summers up in Delaware skimboarding.
Oh, right on.
Dewey Beach, Delaware.
Okay.
And did that for 9 summers or so, and then came out west.
Okay, so did you start skating in Florida?
9th grade.
9th grade, okay.
Yeah, in Gainesville.
All right.
Parents, situation, 80s latchkey kids kind of thing.
Yeah, right.
Parents got divorced. Mom went back to school. We moved to Gainesville, and just lucked out in the timing wise, and caught the last year or so of Sensation Basin, which was a concrete skate park in Gainesville. It was pretty historic, and in retrospect,
Okay.
like Rodney Mullen and Monty
Okay,
Boulder,
all right.
a lot
Those
of-
guys came from there?
like the Pepsi Challenge in the late 70s, early 80s, things like that. Alan
right on.
Gelfand, that kind of stuff.
Okay, that's cool.
But luckily to be exposed to that, there's a guy in Latin class.
Oh, yeah?
A thrasher. We'd had skateboards, little plastic skateboards as kids, and it was just kind of like a surf accessory kind of thing. It was just kind of something kids had at that point.
Yeah, right.
I know there's a picture somewhere of like a little in tidy whities in front of the Christmas tree kind of thing.
Oh, right.
Probably 8, 9-ish maybe.
That's cool.
I know that picture's out there. I gotta find it. But
That's cool, because like when I didn't start skating until I was older.
gotcha.
It was BMX bikes.
Yeah.
So it was like
You had a little of that.
When,
It was
yeah,
for sure.
when that in the early '80s, it was you either skated or you're a BMXer. That was-
Or both.
Yeah, or both. But that was
Yeah.
that was the thing. So,
Yeah.
and I
We had
started
plenty
BMXing.
Plenty of jumps in the front yard.
Yeah, right.
Little sister's dollhouse with a board, the board on it.
Heck yeah, right? Everything was a jump.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. So you went from Florida.
Spent some summers in Delaware.
We
Went back and forth, Florida, Delaware summers, and
Okay.
then started went out to Colorado for spring break to snowboard.
Okay.
I'd spent a year up in State College, Pennsylvania. That was the first time I ever snowboarded.
Okay. Right on.
93, 94-ish. And then 96, moved out to Colorado for just one winter, and stayed for 9.
It was supposed to be one winter.
Yeah. And part of it was there was concrete skate parks
Yeah.
in Denver area. There's one in Breckenridge.
Okay.
There were parks out there, which was, at that point, something that Florida didn't have.
Okay. No.
And even nowhere, not really. There's Bro Bowl and Kona.
But there wasn't a lot of skate parks. Okay, that's cool.
Ramps in the woods kind of thing.
Oh,
There was a lot
okay.
of that in high school.
Okay.
But yeah, to be able to just go out there and snowboard and become competent on a snowboard.
That's cool.
It led to, being there for a long time.
And then what?
And met my wife there and,
Oh.
all sorts of stuff. But
Yeah, cool. And that was outside Denver
Vail.
area? Or is it?
Vail
Oh,
Valley.
in Vail, okay.
Yep, and that's where I guess discovered longboarding. I
Okay.
was working at a snowboard shop in the summer, and the rep for Sector 9, Tal something or other, came through and gave me a set of, he was on his sales trip in the summer.
Yeah.
And hooked me up with some big red wheels and this rocker. It was probably 34 inches or so, kind of a rocker longboard,
Yeah.
oak, solid wood kind of thing.
Okay.
And
Dang.
like riding down the bike paths from Vail Village down to West Vail. I was just, holy shit, this is so fun. It's like snowboarding. It's, you're going
Yeah.
fast, and I'd never, skateboarding to me at that point was, 8 3/4 board, hard wheels.
Right, hard wheels on
Yeah.
smooth concrete.
Yeah. And then longboarding didn't even have a negative connotation at that point. Or
It was
wasn't-
just something else to
it
go
just
do,
wasn't.
right?
It was,
Yeah.
most people hadn't even heard of it. And
It wasn't a thing. It was just another form of skateboarding.
that was the first, like, holy cow. And then we started realizing that Vail Pass, it was a 2-lane road that went up the pass before I-70.
Okay.
It was right up through it. It was 7 miles,
Oh.
3 pitches down.
Downhill.
And, back then we were just riding indies, some big Sector 9 wheels and pintails.
Okay.
And just like,
Yeah.
just trying to skid.
Trying not to die.
And like for that particular place, there was like a particular tree or a rock. Like, okay, I know I can point it from here.
Oh,
So you're
okay.
just trying to hold your speed, because it was 3 pitches as it goes down. So you could bomb, and then everybody would regroup.
And-
We'd do it
okay.
with a bunch of people we'd hitchhike up.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. All right. I know it's kind of crazy to think of like, okay, when we all first started longboarding, it was all about, okay, let's, hit a hill, but we know we need an uphill section or a flat section to because we can only go so fast.
Right. And shutdown stuff wasn't foot braking.
Yeah.
You had foot braking, but shutdown slides and slide gloves.
That wasn't a thing. Yeah.
Not yet, at least to us.
No. Yeah, it wasn't when we first started. Yeah, it was just like you just hit a hill and you hoped you held on to the bottom and then.
It was just one of those things we'd do after work. At 5 o'clock, we'd all get together at the Eastvale exit.
Okay.
And made a sign, top of pass, please, just so people wouldn't think that like this derelict wants to go to Denver or something. But we'd get picked up by, normal people.
Just normal people.
Like trophy wives and Audis.
Okay.
Like, I always wondered how you guys got up there. This is great. Even there's.
That's cool though, because
in retrospect, I would have written a book.
Yeah.
About every one of the rides. Because there was a lot of really good ones. I know Rob McHenry, who was my partner in crime through a lot of this. He wrote down some stuff for a while.
Okay.
But I don't know if he still has it. But we always talk about that.
That's cool, right? I mean,
the randomness, like, carpenters that were living in Summit County, getting off work. Half a 12-pack gone already, sitting on the front seat. Going back home after working on houses in Vail, that kind of thing.
Okay.
But it was like a social, fun thing to do anyway.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to be fat. Well, I guess there was a little bit of I want to be faster than you.
No, that was between buddies. So it was like, I gotta keep just a nose out.
And at that time, I guess they were doing some slalom races in Breckenridge. Like soon after that, closer to 2000-ish.
Okay.
So Joe Lem came and did a timeship racing race on Vail Pass.
Okay.
He did 2 of them actually.
Oh,
so that's for the first time, like, whoa, these guys are serious about this. And Chris Chappett was there.
Okay, yeah. That's cool.
Kenny Mollickett and spandex. We fucking lost it, but
it's
can't disparage a legend, but
no, right? It's like it's funny.
But just being exposed to that seriousness of it.
Yeah, it's like, okay, these are guys that we're just out having a good time, but these guys are like taking it to that next level. Yeah.
Like knee pads, jeans, duct tape around the bottom of your jeans, motorcycle helmet.
Yeah. That's what we had, right? That was.
I guess board-wise, Comet Voodoo, Randall DH's, and like flashbacks.
Yeah, the Comet Voodoo was.
It was like
that was the board. Yeah, everybody wanted the Comet Voodoo.
Still have that board.
You still have a Comet Voodoo? Okay.
It's been repainted so many times.
This is holding it together.
But it's just there. I mean, that thing will outlive humanity.
Yeah, right? Yeah, it will. It's not going anywhere.
No.
All right, so then you went from, what brought you to Portland?
Being scared of being in the mountains forever. Like,
okay.
Kind of just like, okay, we've been here this long. Want something new.
Okay.
And Portland at the time, my wife Becky's sister had moved here to open a business. Her and her husband moved here about a year and a half before we did, I guess.
Okay. They came from Colorado?
They came from Colorado. Like, I guess Becky's sister lived in Vail. Becky came to live with her. This is before we met.
Okay.
And Sarah went down to grad school in Denver, met her husband there. Who grew up in Denver, and they moved to Portland.
Okay.
But yeah, it was because it was cheap and it was not a tourist town.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Because we kind of wanted
back then Portland was cheap.
It was. It wasn't. Now it's like it's been a touristy town to certain degrees over that time.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was 2004 when we moved here.
Okay, so how'd you meet your wife?
Work.
Work. Okay.
Yeah.
Both worked at the mountain.
Worked at a Chart House.
Okay.
Which is a fine dining restaurant. There's one here in Portland, but there was 50 of them or so at one point.
Okay.
And there's 10 of them or so in Florida, maybe? No, not half dozen.
Oh.
But there was one in Melbourne. Worked there in high school. Washed dishes there in high school. It was the cool surfer place to work, and there was the waiters were. It was a career. It was the first time like, oh shit, people can make careers of this.
Okay.
Working, they were making great money.
Great money as a waiter.
Yeah. wearing, you could wear floral shirts.
Just okay.
But
Just chill.
the great thing about that, I was familiar with the place, loved the restaurant, the one in Vail.
Uh-huh.
Familiar with Charlie House, loved the restaurant. They didn't serve lunch, which pretty much everywhere else did, so you didn't have to work during the day. So you'd be on the mountain.
Okay, all right.
So you never had to be at work until like when the mountain was closed, 4 o'clock or something.
4 o'clock. Okay,
Yeah.
that worked out great then, right?
Yeah.
Go snowboard all day and then.
That was the point. So
Yeah.
I was working got a job at a shop, One Track Mind, and then when I realized like if I don't, I need to do something else.
Okay.
Like money wise and just if I have too much time in my hands, I'm just gonna
Right.
gonna get into trouble.
Right.
And so I started working there.
Okay.
And yeah, I think I was the only one. She started when I was away, like on vacation during the summer. I was gone. I was in
And you
Florida.
came back and
Came back. Okay.
you're like, hey,
But it was, yeah, so that worked out,
yeah.
pretty good. It's been 20 years.
Yeah, that is pretty good, right?
25 years.
25, okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome,
So
awesome.
chances are most of the people, like, if we've met before, they've met her.
Yeah.
Or been to any events. and-
She's
and
there.
She's always around.
Yep, yep.
For
Cool.
years we had people staying, people coming through.
Crashing your
Backyard-
couch?
Backyard was open.
Okay. Nice.
Inside was VIP, but.
Yeah. Backyard's
But
free.
yeah, we'd have like slider bus from the
Okay.
Bay Area when those guys would come through back when, there was events almost every weekend on the West Coast.
Yeah.
2007, 8-ish.
Yeah, a lot of events, huh? Wow, cool.
Which could, that's probably something we'll talk about too, is different
Yeah,
events. and
the
stuff
events,
that
right?
goes on.
That will lead into that. Yeah. Okay. So then you moved to Portland.
Yep. And I guess something we talked about before, about like when did we meet?
Yeah.
Things like that. One thing I do remember is coming to visit and going to the Saturday market and running into Robin McGurk.
Okay, right. Robin, East Side.
Rob, the legend of Portland.
Of Portland, right, right.
Everything kind of revolves around Robin. And
True.
At this point, he just had a little table at the Saturday market.
Yeah, I remember him when I first met Robin too. It was like he was just doing his Saturday market thing.
Yeah,
He's building a
told me
few
about
boards here and
Mount
there. and-
Tabor and stuff. And
Yeah.
He's like, who's this? Who's this coop with too much energy? So, but yeah, still, 20 some odd years later, still don't get to see him very often. But
No, right? Yeah, we chat
He's
randomly,
still
but
holding
yeah,
it down.
he is. But he did ditch slap again this year, I think too. So it's like, yeah, Robin's he's still killing it.
Yeah.
He's still doing his thing. Yeah.
selling houses.
Yep. Yeah. So we'll get into.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
but yeah, that's even ditch slap and all the different events too. That's
Yeah, he's done a lot. And have you been to ditch slap?
Mhm.
Okay, you did ditch. I haven't done ditch slap. I thought about it, like but it was like there's always like a busy time
Right.
as far as board building goes, and I'm like,
you trying to ramp up for the summer.
yeah, and I was
so
like, I can't go to ditch slap when I got too much stuff, but I would have loved
you gotta
to.
justify somehow.
Yeah, I would have loved to have gone to ditch slap and hurt myself there, because that would have happened.
It is. It's such a pure skateboarding event.
Yeah.
People ask me, so what ask me things about Albuquerque. I have no idea.
Right.
Because
I was in the
if
ditches the whole time.
Yeah. Ventured over to the campus a couple times to see what was going on and things like that. But other than that, yeah, it was just
You're there to
feed
skate.
yourself and nightly entertainment, sitting in the parking lot drinking beer with people you hadn't seen in a year or something. That
No,
kind of thing.
yeah, that's totally cool. Right
Yeah.
on. So when you got to Portland, what was? Okay, let's finish the port. So
Sure.
when you moved to Portland, where were you working? Did you come here
I
because
worked
of a
at-
job here? Or was it?
No,
Was just
not
you
in
just
particular.
You guys
worked
just
a sales job in an office at first.
okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I realized that no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Realized pretty quick. You're like, huh? Desk job, not for me.
So
Just-
just worked with my hands for a while. Worked as doing renovations and
Okay.
rebuilding stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a lot of fun. Learn
Uh,
some skills.
Right. Learn some skills. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lead into other
Yeah.
things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so then,
So Turnco's always been kind of just a side thing, and
so I guess when did you start Turnco?
about this 2006ish maybe.
Okay.
2007ish.
Okay.
And that it was just a response to wanting to do cruiser boards.
Okay.
And we talked about a little bit before that not seeing what you wanted out there.
Yeah.
And seeing, okay, this could be something. And with the recycling ethos.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
trying to see if people would be interested in it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's kind of a hard sell sometimes. Like, why would I? It's a used board.
Yeah.
But either you get it or you don't.
Right.
I'm not
Yeah.
here
Right.
to do the hard sell.
Right. It's like because you're getting something that nobody else is gonna have.
Yeah, and if you get it, you like it or you don't.
Yeah. 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 So as far as the art side of it goes, have you always done art?
To a certain extent.
Okay.
I mean never seriously, and I think being in Portland, with so many other artistic people around and such supportive little communities,
Yeah.
that kind of gave me the realization that I could do something like that.
Okay. That's cool.
There's a guy, some friends, woman Brenda that we'd skate with on Mount Tabor sometimes. Her husband was running the St. John's art fair, art walk. They would set up tents.
Yeah.
Just a community event.
Okay.
And he's like, hey, do you want a tent space?
Oh.
Huh. So I put together some stuff, some shelves, some boards, and things like that. They made and sold most of it that day.
Dude, right
And I was,
on.
holy shit.
You're like,
this
what?
could be-
People-
this could be something.
Yeah. People like my
So
stuff.
that
All right.
that was the thing. And Rip City at the time was a skate shop in town.
Yeah.
Kind of an independent skate shop. JP and those guys would probably show up later in the stories. But
Right.
I could sell them there and here. Paul
Okay.
Fujita, that was running this place, was super open, like an artist himself.
An art. Okay.
And he was super open to the idea of having those boards behind the counter.
Yeah. Right on.
And he was doing boards like that at the time. Similar.
Okay.
Like he was doing regular popsicle sticks. He does.
But he was doing
photo
his
emulsion.
own
and things like that.
graphics.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And he had an art gallery down here at one point in the 90s.
Really?
Zeitgeist. And yeah, he's definitely still very involved in the art scene here.
Okay, that's
so
cool.
He was a great inspiration and I don't know about mentor, but somebody that was very
That was
helpful.
doing it,
Yep.
and yeah,
And-
and was not, yeah, because yeah,
And open
some
to it.
some of the, yeah, that's open and be like, hey, give you some pointers at least,
Yeah.
or that kind of stuff. Okay, that's
Yeah.
cool.
So allowed us to put boards
To
behind
put
the
board-
counter and they'd sell. And
Yeah, right on.
actually, I remember one day, I think even there was an Instagram post from way back then, but riding downtown here and seeing him on a cruiser board that I made.
Oh yeah,
Seeing him riding it, it's like, holy shit.
you're like, all right, that's cool. It's like riding my
So
stuff.
that was one of the things that, like one of those times, like, oh wow, somebody digs it.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
cool.
it's not
Right
for
on.
everybody.
No, but that's why
Nothing
there's lots of options.
Yeah. Yeah, and then that was one of the things, I guess, too, with the longboard community, was it was anything goes. Like there was no
Yeah.
gatekeeping, there was no normal.
No,
Like, things were changing constantly back concrete wave days.
Yeah, concrete wave did. Yeah,
There's
everything
a lot
was
of crazy ideas and crazy products.
what, like
But
the loaded hammerhead.
yeah,
That was like the crazy. It was like, okay, cool, but just yeah, anything goes.
yeah.
You can
Some-
if you can put wheels on it and ride it.
Somebody might like it.
Yeah.
It may just fall to the history's dustbin, but
Yeah.
it's worth a try.
Heck yeah,
And that
for
was
sure.
kind of that attitude is what still I think, something to keep going.
Yeah, right. Like I'll skate anything.
Yeah.
I'll try anything
Yeah.
once, right? You're
And it
like,
kind of comes from like a board sport background, rode skin boards. That wasn't the most conventional thing,
yeah. I remember as gosh, I don't know how old I was. I was in high school, I think. That I think it was high school. Me and my buddies, we decided to make skimboards. I mean, we made our own skimboards,
Same.
and we rode those things all the time. It was like, we're in Oregon too, so.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I grew up in Oregon. Like you go to the beach and it's cold, but we're like, oh yeah, let's go do this. 'Cause,
Yeah.
we saw magazines, surfer magazines and stuff. You're like, hey, skimboarders.
Action
and-
now.
Yeah. You're like,
Yeah.
yeah. It was
So
cool.
there was, I guess my first exposure was a neighbor when I was probably 8, 9, 10-ish maybe. He was 16-ish.
Okay.
And surfed and stuff. And first time I saw a skateboard and stuff like that. And like Damien Omen 2, movies like that was at his house. My parents would never let me watch that. Just little things, things like that in your formative preteen years, looking up to the teenagers.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, and you would do it in the rain in the summer, like the swale between the sidewalk and the street.
Oh.
In our suburb, it's like a little neighborhood in Naples. And when it rained,
you've got
water would get in there and
an awesome skimboarding spot. That's cool.
That's where we would jump bikes,
That's so cool.
When it wasn't raining. But there's also the beach and golf courses.
Oh, when it rains at the golf courses? Yeah, because it's just like a nice.
And never like why are those guys so mad that we're here? Like it never hit it, but then you realize like, oh, heel marks in the green. That's
Yeah, right.
Because we go fish and stuff, like sneak like under the fence and go fish.
Go fish in the ponds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And grab the fucking bass and run like hell.
That's awesome. I mean,
just stupid stuff that kids can't get away with. I don't think.
No, I mean you can't get away with anything anymore. I mean we used to get away with everything. I mean, I was raised in Salem, and I used to ride my dirt bike all over Salem. It was just normal thing. I just get on my dirt bike and take off, and
nobody thought twice about it.
No, nobody said anything, and now you can't get away with anything like that anymore. So, yeah.
And then it was relatively safe and.
Yeah.
I don't know about safe. But.
Well, you're right. It was very seldom I wore a helmet, so.
True. That's one fun thing too, is going, as an adult, telling stories to your parents that they didn't know about.
Yeah. Yeah. There's those. There's stories my kids don't even know yet.
Maybe it's probably good that way.
Right. He was like, yeah, wasn't.
And I was the oldest of a younger brother that's 2 years younger and a sister that's 6 years younger.
Okay.
So I got away with way more than they did.
Right.
And a lot of my high school days, my mom was in school.
You were just
going back to school. So
had free reign.
We would go a day or two sometimes not seeing her. Because just schedules.
Schedules, right? Yeah. Yeah, she's studying. She's in school. She's working. Yeah.
Punching Fortran cards.
But that was but at that point that was normal for just go do whatever you're gonna do.
It worked perfectly because that's when I was discovering skateboarding.
Okay.
And we'd go, hang out at the mall, and there's some ditches over there and stuff. The Oaks Mall, and there's a ditch, Terwilliger ditch, that we'd skate sometimes.
Oh, cool. See, that was one thing. Maybe I would have done skate. We don't have any ditches.
Right.
So it was like, and there was no skate parks. It was like, where I was living, it was just all fields. Mm-hmm. So you just get your BMX bike and build some dirt ramps and
go with what you got.
And or they're doing a lot of construction, so you always had scrap pieces of wood laying around.
So a lot of that, as development was going in Florida, that was kind of
it was easy to get materials to build stuff.
Of it, and you could easily justify it. It's insurance. Stupid kids.
Yeah, right. It was like it always had like the pile of scrap stuff.
Right.
And you're like, oh, that's a good piece of plywood. I can make a ramp out of that. Yeah.
Yeah, quarter pipes and stuff, but things escalate and trucks get rented and big. But there's a lot, through high school, there's a lot of like vert ramps and mini ramps and stuff in the woods.
Oh, see, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't have that. That's that. Yeah.
Going from Gainesville to Melbourne after you graduated, got a job, and this was 10th grade.
Okay.
Middle of 10th grade, and moving there as a skateboarder, riding punky, punk and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Coming into Melbourne, where it was a lot of like more surf. Like dudes skated ramps barefoot.
Oh.
And there'd be like one side would be super high, and then there'd be like one side that was 6 feet, and then just one big kick turn, 3 wheels out, things like that, and Strautman and stuff like that. So it was like rock and rolls and sweepers. Like, holy shit.
That's cool.
It was kind of fun.
All right, awesome. Okay, so
Portland
is kind of now it's You moved here, and this is.
And like I said, already the bug had been, bitten by the, wanting to go faster.
Okay.
And longboards and stuff. And coming here, there was only a few people that were even interested in that.
So what year did you move to Portland?
2004.
2004. Okay. So that was kind of. There was a lot of quite a bit going on in Portland for longboarding at that point. That was
starting to Tabor was a thing at that point already. That was one of the things Robin turned me on to.
With Tabor's always fun. Right?
Yeah.
But, okay.
What was the first pusher?
I should have looked that up. I don't know. It had.
Not long after that.
No, it was 2006 maybe. It's like those things kind of blur together, and you're like, okay, when was that? And so many.
And Maryhill was a thing at that point already.
So was that Joe Lem Maryhill when you were?
Yes.
Okay. Because Joe did the Maryhill the first, I think he did 2 or 3 years, and
Rob,
before it
Rob
became.
Had been out here before to go. He raced in that back EDI days.
Okay.
Like the first, to my knowledge, I think was the first race out of Maryhill's EDI.
I think so. Well, because there was a group, I think it was called the Northwest Underground, and they used to.
That was like Gravity and Renton.
Yeah, and they used to go out and do Maryhill, and I just remember those were the first videos I ever saw of those guys. It was like, at this point, it's like, I don't even know how, because there was no YouTube, so it was like someone's website.
Word of mouth.
And then you'd be like watching someone's website, and you're like, dude, they got videos of these guys killing this hill in Washington.
Robin may have even, he was one of the earlier ones that had a lot of videos.
Okay.
On his east side.
On his east side site.
Local videos of Joey's Revenge and all these places out in Happy Valley that are now
subdivisions. Yeah.
And it used to be, just a house here, a house there kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then they would go out there and, figure stuff out, learn how to slide, things like that.
Right, yeah. At that point, it was like, okay, we want to ride this hill, but how are we going to stop before we get to the intersection of the bottom?
I think, we would go up to Mount Scott, like out 205, Johnson Creek.
Okay, yeah.
And a bunch of those neighborhoods were just being developed. So we'd go up there and spend like all afternoons trying to learn how to slide and get corners and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This is one of those things realizing like, okay, if I can stop faster, I've got a little more confidence.
Right. And that was like, I think Tabor, before my first time skating Tabor, I was like, okay, I got to learn how to foot brake. Because before that, I didn't. Yeah. I just rode until you go to. Yeah, you just rode down until you had an uphill or a flat or something. You didn't have to worry about it. And I was like, if I'm going to skate Tabor, I got to learn how to foot brake because there's no up. You got to be able to shut it down. Yeah. And at that point, while I was still riding, I think the only board I had had like 2 decks at the time. And one was a 56-inch cruiser, was this big cruiser deck, and had massive camber to it. So it was like, it felt like I'm a foot off the ground, but trying to figure out how to foot brake on that coming down Tabor. Yeah, that was.
It's so funny how that was. You think of these roads in the past like so intimidating at first, and now just nobody thinks twice about it.
No, right. And I've seen it's one of those things that like in your mind, because it was a time where every television you drove, you're like, okay, I could skate that.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, in my mind, I still see that stuff. I'm like, oh, this would be a great. What the bottom looks like, or wonder where the intersection. And how's this concrete feel? Or
I think those times, a couple times we'd go out just driving in areas like seeing in the maps, like out towards Vernonia.
Okay, yeah.
Out there, out in the middle of nowhere.
Right, you just look at a map like, oh, that looks like a hill.
With Billy, when we were just starting to go to Kaplan and figuring it out and took a different way home kind of thing. But we'd be watching the odometer, like, okay, here's a pretty good spot. So we'd mark the odometer, go down and see if there was
what the good, bottom,
and see if it would be like, no, too short. And we go, find something else, and just like looking for these and mark it on maps, physical maps.
Right, it's like
drop a pin on it.
Right, that's you just have like, okay, let's see, just find the map, find the spot.
And that's how
let's go try
all these spots somebody's found, Dragon's Tail and all those different
just
downhill proving grounds kind of
Just
at the
go
time.
drive around and
Yeah.
oh, hey, this is a good spot.
Yeah, like I was at my grandfather's house out in, Corbett,
Yeah.
and there's this road out front of his house.
Yeah, right. Same thing down in Salem. We had just like someone would post up, "Hey, we're gonna go hit this place in West Salem,"
Right.
and there. So, as a funny side story, I guess there's a hill in West Salem. And it's the only one I believe that's in Oregon that's outlawed for skating.
Oh, wow.
They have a sign that says "No skateboarding."
Because just so much pressure.
Because we were
back
just
in
skating
the
it
day.
all the time. They call it Little Mary. 'Cause it was kind of windy.
Yeah.
Came down. It was super fun, but yeah. Yes, there's a sign. Someone's probably stolen the sign by now. I haven't been over there in a long time, but
Same thing happened here up in the West Hills, Zoo Bomb.
oh, yeah, Zoo Bomb,
Like,
yeah,
as people people got better with pucks,
yeah.
making a lot of noise, putting their hands down,
Down, clapping, yeah, getting everybody out of the way and disturbing everybody.
And stuff. Before it was just bikes and little hoots and hollers, maybe
Right.
nothing
Yeah,
that
because
loud.
I remember I think it was talking to Robin. It was like yeah, they're doing the mini. I think Josh too.
Yep.
They're doing the mini bike races or
Yep.
whatever, and then
Billy
Robin was skating it.
Yeah, Billy was had
And-
to
yeah,
involved
Billy
with that.
too.
He was part of the whole the Zoo Bomb.
The Zoo Bomb crew, yeah.
And
Yeah.
John Huey, Nick Calfaro.
Yeah, all those dudes doing the Zoo
Garai.
Bomb, and then
Yeah.
it turned into everybody skating it
Yep.
with the
They
bikers
actually,
too.
yeah, in
but-
the winter they would do the winter mini bike winter. I
yeah,
think they would call it, and they would have a skateboard race
yeah. Zoo Bomb was pretty.
at like 2:00 in the morning.
Right.
Live
That's when you have to do it, right?
Getting to talk to Robin, which I'm sure you will, and
Yeah.
like John Huey and those guys. Some of the fucking crazy races. The sunrise down Burnside,
Oh, yeah.
way up on top of
Top of
top
Burnside.
of West Hills, bomb down to the skate park, basically to the bridge.
Yeah, I was invited to that many times, but it was always like, I was like, I don't know that I'm ready for that, and can I get up here to do that? I got too many things going on, but more of it was like, am I ready for that? Can I go bomb that thing and not die?
At that point, that was beyond my comfort level.
Yeah,
I was there to support for sure.
yeah.
But broke. I guess that'll come up too. But breaking my leg in 2008 changed things a little bit too. On a mini bike, on a Zoo Bomb bike.
On a Zoo Bomb. Oh, dude. Yeah. So I guess let's go into where we met, which would have had to have been
I would think
one of Josh's Portland pushers.
Yep. One of his many Portland pushers.
One of many Portland pushers, which was
to me at the time very foreign. It's just the most basic thing in the world.
it is right. You're
It's
just
traveling,
pushing across town.
Yep.
But we had to follow a course.
Yes. Roughly.
Rough-
Mostly. Yes.
Mostly, right? If you could find it.
But dealing with traffic and doing things
Yeah.
like that. Even
Yeah.
trains.
Right,
There's
we had to
couple
hit
times
a couple
there was-
go train tracks and
and when trains would be stopped or slowly going. There was one year that people were crawling through trains.
Yeah, I did that.
That was idling. Just
That was
cruising.
bad idea.
Yeah.
Bad idea.
We'd done
But
that.
I think
Done that as kids in Florida.
I think I
clubs,
did
so-
that for that was on one of Robin's
Of the
Tabor down to
P-Town Throwdown.
P down throat. Yeah. Train moving slowly, and I threw my board under, and I was like, it was going slow.
Yeah.
That's-
But those were really, I think, in retrospect, those really good scene building events.
Yeah, because when we did those,
Anybody could do it.
yeah, a Portland pusher, anybody could show up and skate on anything.
Right. So there's some of them, like we had, I guess that was more like the scavenger hunts and stuff. But
Yeah, those came later though, right? That was the scavenger hunt I don't know how
But
many.
you do hear, park guys that hung out at Burnside would do the
Scavenger
pushers
hunt.
once in a while.
Oh yeah, right.
And scavenger hunts too. But
Yeah, because I'm trying to think of it would. I think I went to all the Portland pushers. I mean, it's because
most of them, I think, I may have.
because they were always like
I missed
fall
the
and
first couple,
winter.
I think, just because I didn't know about them.
Yeah,
But once figured them out, I think went to most all of them.
Right.
Even like the 15 mile ones, we'll never do again.
Oh, that one sucked.
205 one.
Yeah, that one was horrible.
That Marine Drive.
That was like,
What the fuck?
this will be great. I'm like, no, it was not good.
Yeah. A lot of them were more urban.
Yeah, because they were like,
and through town and
what,
downhill.
4 or 5 miles?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Tabor to Selwood.
Yeah. Those were fun.
4 or 5 miles.
Those were blast. So the one I remember the most was end of December,
Okay.
and it was dumping, and we still all showed up. There's probably still like 30 people showed up or more to go push around through Portland.
Yeah, it's like the worst day of the year ride kind of situation.
Oh, it was miserable, but it was fun. I mean, I think we ended at Hot Lips for pizza.
Yep.
I think that one was one of them.
Yeah,
but-
because I think John and Billy were both working at Hot Lips.
Hot Lips, yeah. Yeah, so we had, on that one, I don't know who it was, but we were skating, I think it was across the Steel Bridge.
Okay.
I don't know, it was one of the bridges,
Oh,
and
yeah.
somebody lost their board off.
Yep, because it was like a loop of the
Yeah,
river. I remember
yeah.
the wind was blowing super hard.
And it was
Right?
Yeah, wind was blowing, it was raining like crazy, and some dude lost it, I think it was an Evo too, off the bridge. He slipped, and because that
Easily.
Steel Bridge was so slippery.
Yeah.
I mean, it's steel and it's wet.
Right.
But yeah, that was a pretty memorable. That's always gonna be locked into the mind. It was so miserable, but it was so much fun.
Sticks out of my mind. Robin had been doing the rain wheels.
Oh yeah,
So I took some Goddess of Speed Sector 9s and made grooves.
made grooves in them.
And Mario showed me how to do it and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
And that particular one I think it was the first and last time I used them because little rocks would get caught in there.
Yeah, I didn't have the pleasure of having rain wheels on that one. I think I had
Not
some.
that you needed them.
No, I think I had
Yeah.
some like pink gumballs,
Yeah.
and they were just
That's
you're
perfect.
just slipping and sliding everywhere. No, that was.
But those were, I think, really neat opportunity for people to meet other people. And
Yeah,
to
right?
Build that.
Because I'm like, I knew the people that I skated with, and then, I knew Robin, and I got up here at those things, and that's where I met
Jed and those
Josh.
guys were
Yeah, Jed.
at that time.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
Pat. Pat was in Corvallis, right?
yeah.
Or was he even around at that point? No.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I know. Yeah, I'm trying to think.
When we get back together, I'll have to. I wouldn't be surprised if Josh still had like registration lists and stuff.
Oh yeah, that would be
He's-
cool.
He's organized like that.
Because I'm pretty sure Danny, who worked for me, he would come up on those ones too. That's when I had a small crew, and we'd all come up for the events. But I know Danny was always there.
Right.
Danny was always coming to those. He was probably the one that found out and told me.
Yeah.
But
But that was, I guess, that kind of lit a little bit of just like anybody can do an event.
it was because that was
We were
like
doing little outlaws on Tabor.
yeah.
Um,
And what was that? There's another hill out this side of town in Portland, through a park.
Laurelhurst? No.
They did just a short downhill race there. I don't remember what it's called now, but
It'll come.
yeah, right. But it's like after coming to Josh's push races, then we're like, oh yeah, we can do those anywhere. If you can do it in downtown Portland,
Certainly do something in Salem.
we can do
or along
something.
the river or
Yeah,
something like that.
just anywhere.
To
You
this
can do-
day, they still do some push races, right? Or pushes in general.
Yeah, and pushes in
Salem,
general.
along the river and stuff.
Yeah, and like I know they used to do them up here in
Races.
Portland too. They do just like a Sunday meetup and skate and yeah.
There's
So-
I think Carla and group still meet up on Saturdays or Sundays during the day in South Portland, South Waterfront to
Oh.
do like dance and stuff.
Oh, okay, all right.
There's still all these little,
It's-
little pockets.
Little
of stuff
pockets
going
of
on.
yeah, that's cool. Right on. All right.
I guess touching along that time, slalom came into there too.
Yeah, it did. It kind of slalom's always kind of been a thing that kind of picked it. It was just like one of those. Oh, for you, that's when you got into
like
slalom.
I never,
Okay.
when they were having those, I think they called them the high plane drifter races in Breckenridge.
In Breckenridge, yeah.
Dwayne Peters and Steve Olson and those guys would come.
Okay.
And, like, we never made it over the pass to go check it out. You see all these pictures, like Will Brunson, all the time ship guys were coming up.
Yeah.
You know, Fluid and all those guys from the Front Range, and it would have been, I think it probably would have changed my thinking of slalom because I thought it was just the silliest thing.
Until you do it.
Yeah, and it's just like there's so much thinking and it looks so silly, but then doing it, like it was the first time NCDSA, the website, ncdsa.com, we saw soon after I moved here, I think it was like 2 or 3 months after we moved here, Rob came from Maryhill.
Okay.
There was a Maryhill event,
Maryhill
a race, like that's months after we had moved to Portland. And he came for that, and he was around, he may have stayed an extra week. So he's like, let's go down to Salem, they're having a race, a slalom race.
At the Soapbox Derby trail.
Soapbox Derby.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was, this must have been 2005-ish.
Okay.
This is Michael Dong from Seattle, I think was at the top at that point.
Okay.
World champion maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
And they were preparing to go to Europe for a race.
Oh, okay.
So all those guys,
This is where-
and
where
Corey and Gareth,
Gareth was down, yeah.
and like all the, like there was a huge scene. There was 4 or 5 guys from Portland, Dave Mitchell, and those guys that did
Right.
it. And like it was one of the first, first groups of people I could walk into and be not the oldest guy, be the young guy, which was fun. And it, took to it pretty well, and had great mentors. Like they
Okay.
were so willing to teach.
Yeah.
Brad Jackman and Stryker.
Yeah,
to this day,
they'll give
my
you.
heroes.
They'll be like, they'll tell you what to do, and then they'll let you. Hey, try my board.
Yep.
You're like, what?
So I showed this.
Like, I don't know
race
what to do
with
this.
some seismic trucks on a cambered flexi board and flashbacks, thinking, "Oh, I got this." And like, no.
No.
And the shaman, Paul Howard.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I got a board for you. Here, give
Yeah.
this a try. And it was, come to find out, it was a really hard course. Like they were trained. They were getting ready for Europe.
For Europe, yeah.
And it took me all day and finally made it towards the end of the day. Made the course.
Okay.
With, minimal.
No,
Minimal cones.
Minimal cones,
less than
right.
5 or whatever, and got dead last. DFL.
Two.
And at that time, they were doing prizes from the bottom.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
guys that are winning didn't need shit.
they got all the gear they need.
So I got a subsonic board.
Nice.
One of Paul's old boards,
Okay.
and a set of 3DM Turner wheels,
Nice.
and some the ABAC 11 bearings, the built-ins.
The Biltons. Okay.
All used stuff, but it was got a set of Indy 109s.
No.
When I was in business.
You were set.
I'm like, I'm taking out all these dudes with my Indies. And then I realized, yeah, that's not going to be the case.
That's not gonna happen. But
All right, so
now you have a setup
okay,
to
now
ride cones.
Yep, and now I bought a what was it, the back truck split fire.
Oh, yeah.
So
okay.
Indian front, split fire in the back, and it was like,
Awesome.
holy shit.
Awesome setup, right?
It makes so much difference.
Yeah.
Because the back end isn't coming around at you; it wants to go.
Right.
Okay, now all you guys have had it. And then that didn't work out either. So when we decided we were going to stay here, we sold our place in Colorado, and I was able to justify to Becky, I need some radical trucks.
Oh.
If we're going to do this, if I'm going to do this,
I
need
get
some $350 trucks. $375 or something at the time. So through Keith, got a set of those.
Okay.
And got a board. Scott made me a board. I was at that time came up with the concept of having the asymmetrical board.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the asymmetricals.
The idea of thinking that slalom being the one form of skateboarding that you don't have to move your feet.
Yeah.
You don't want to move your feet.
Right. You don't want to move your feet.
If you
You
could,
lock
you have
in and you're
bindings
good.
that are good. But with kind of the twin fin, swallowtail kind
Yeah.
of idea, shifting it all, and having the wings being there for your back foot for support, and shifting the thing on the nose. But it was called the syndrome.
Okay.
Asymmetrical.
Asymmetrical. Okay.
Asyndrome. But got those trucks and like holy shit, and then like realize like this is really fun, because the board's gonna do whatever you want. Like, are you willing to
Right.
make it do that?
Yeah. How hard can you push? Yeah.
Equipment is not an excuse anymore. Like this board, I'm riding the equipment that the fastest guys are riding.
Yeah.
So that was a little confidence kind of thing.
Right.
And that was super fun.
That's cool. That board that Scott made, that asymmetrical one, was just like, it's another one was like, you see it come out and you're like, what in the world is he doing? I mean, like, okay, I get
It was
it.
right up Scott's alley.
It's cool. Yeah,
And
totally.
I originally approached Robin,
Okay.
because he was making boards. But he
Yeah.
didn't- Like, I didn't understand at the time that he didn't have he wasn't doing custom stuff that really.
Yeah.
Like, he was doing production stuff himself.
Right.
But that wasn't up his.
It wasn't his thing.
Yeah.
You're right.
But Scott was,
But Scott was all over
so I
it.
was like, yeah, I'll do with this weirdo thing.
Yeah.
I'll see where he wants to go with this thing. So we did a couple iterations of it, but it was a lot of fun, man.
It's a cool.
And
It's
I still ride that same
super
board to this
super
day.
unique.
Yeah.
So that's
It's not like
cool.
we sold a bunch of them or anything, but we did sell a couple of them.
Yeah. And
You know,
it was
I
the
think
one
they're
that
still in some people's collections.
I would imagine so. I would imagine. I have one of an old subsonic slalom board, but before he started doing kicks, and it was
Right.
just a
it's kind of squared off noses.
yep, just standard
It's the Paul
slalom
Howard
deck.
boards.
Yeah, even though I already had mine, but it's like, oh, I like this. I like what Scott's doing. So
Yeah, and it was super fun, and like Scott was into it as well.
Yeah.
Slalom, and there was actually a team. You know, so
Right.
we had a couple guys, Wenzel Rummel, Dogtown legend. Like how
Right.
we're on the same team.
yeah, right. You're just like, oh, cool. All right.
You know?
Yeah.
And Evan St. Clair from North Carolina. You know,
Yeah.
it was just such a little super fun group of people,
No, that's cool. Yeah.
and that were drawn to Scott. Those are super fun. It's fun to be a part of that little scene.
Yeah. That's super cool. Right on. Yeah, because slalom is one of those. It's like once you get it, it's a lot of fun. But it's again like what you say. Like it's kind of you're like, what are these guys doing?
Yeah.
But there's a lot involved.
Why is this old man wearing a motocross chest protector?
Yeah.
You know, and that was my thinking, and I realized after realizing like maybe this is not such a bad idea.
Yeah. Right. A lot of fun.
But,
For sure.
And it's been able, like, what Lynn and the Lacosta people have been able to keep it going. It's been
Right.
awesome.
Yeah, because we had the Worlds 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Nationals was the Nationals the year before that or the year after?
No, year before.
Okay.
Because then we had the Worlds. Because
Right.
I went down to and was hanging out at the Worlds, and there's just, it was just so much fun. There's so many. I think they're all the people are just.
Yeah.
I haven't had.
You had to go check it out. Being the mayor of Salem, you had to go
Yeah,
check it out.
I had to go see what's going on. But it's like, it's just like no matter what event I've ever been to, and I'm probably saying everybody's so cool, and it's
Yeah.
like everybody's just like, just a lot of fun no matter where you go. Some of them get a little crazy.
Yeah.
A lot of them get really crazy, but
And there's been
That was more the downhill
situations
stuff.
in slalom too. People take it very seriously,
right.
and that can be turned off sometimes.
Yeah.
But
The most part, everybody's cool and really.
I've always tried to go in low expectations.
Yeah.
I do want to beat all you guys.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna drive home in silence because I didn't. Which I think some people really took it that seriously.
I imagine they're some people do that. I'm like, I've never taken anything super seriously. I was pretty chill about.
He's not showing it.
Yeah, I was like pretty chill about everything. Like, all right, cool. Okay, let's go to your broken leg. I want to hear about. I don't know that I remember.
So, like through slalom and all that, like I mentioned, we sold our house in Colorado, bought a place here, so realized we're going to be here. This is our home.
Okay.
For the first couple of years, we'll wait a couple of years, lease our house there, and to see if we wanted to stay in Portland.
Okay. Yeah.
And by that point, we realized, okay, we want to stay here. So we wanted to go to Europe. Been wanting to do this for a while. And like, why don't we go? They're having the World Championships in Amsterdam, and there's a big race in Czech Republic.
Okay.
You know, those weeks, and they did the European Championships was in Amsterdam. The World Championships were 2 weeks prior to that in Sweden. We started looking into that. Like, number one, I don't necessarily want to go to I don't need to go to the World Championships. And Sweden, we started looking at like, this is expensive.
Oh, okay.
Like the price, compared, like, well, we wanted to go to Amsterdam for sure because weed wasn't legal anywhere, and that was like, my wife didn't smoke weed at that time, but it's just something like we want to go to Amsterdam, all the museums and everything.
Yeah,
just
there's a lot in Amsterdam to go see. Yeah.
Great nonstop flights from Portland to Amsterdam.
Oh, right.
It's a great jumping off point. But so we went there for those 2 slalom races, and just hanging out and spending time and racing with all those Europeans was super fun.
Oh, that's cool.
Never experienced anything like that before.
So did you tour around Europe at all then, or was it just kind of hang out in
pretty
Amsterdam?
much Amsterdam and Prague.
And Prague, okay.
And
That's cool.
the race itself was like 3 hours outside of Prague towards Austria in Polička. So like a fortified, old like medieval fortified town.
Really?
With like moats and stuff. And
That's
it was
cool.
still like a normal town outside of it, but
That's
like, yeah,
cool.
there was like it's a special slalom, they called it. It was like a big circle around the square.
Oh, wow.
They did like a flat thing right against the Roman Canal, but they still have races there.
Oh, that's cool.
And everybody's just so open, and
Just-
it was just so much fun.
That's
So came back, did fairly well. I got 3rd in amateur open at the European Championships in GS.
nice.
I was
Nice.
pretty jazzed.
Yeah.
But came back from that, super pumped on everything. Like,
Yeah, right.
we even got to skate a couple parks there, and the whole shebang.
Okay.
And to backtrack a little bit, a couple weeks before that, we went to nationals in Morro Bay
Oh,
here,
okay. Yeah.
and met a guy named Patrick. I think it's Peter was his boss. He runs rock and roll distribution in Czech Republic. So we, at the time, doing NHS stuff, DC, Crew, and a couple others. But they're basically a distributor, bringing everything from the States into Czech Republic.
In Czech, okay.
So he's a big distributor, and he brought his marketing guy Patrick along with him, younger dude, and I think it's Peter. I might be getting this wrong, but he was a freestyler, vert skater back in the '80s.
Okay,
Like,
cool.
Thrasher.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
one
right
of the
on.
guys. Because that was a communist country back then.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't get equipment.
Oh, right.
I saw
You're not-
a set of trackers that had been made from a mold, like a sand mold, that somebody had gotten a set.
Dang.
Like little extras.
And then
The
they
dude was running them.
And they just made their own
Yeah,
trucks.
they made their own.
They had to. I mean,
Cast their own
right.
trucks. And cabinet makers who make boards.
Cool.
Crazy shit. I have
Cool.
pictures on my Flickr.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's cool.
I'd met Patrick just, farting around. He was a street skater too, and, younger guy, fixie kind of dude.
Mm-hmm.
But we got talking, and like, oh yeah, I'm from Prague. I'm like, holy shit, we're going there in a couple weeks. Really? You got it. So he hooked us up so big, like as far as where to go,
Where to go,
do,
yeah.
shuttled us around in their little indie branded little van and stuff. And
That's
it was-
cool, though.
We lucked into that. So
Yeah.
we got to see it in that sense, and most of the time traveling around, it's one of the first times we traveled with our favorite travel buddies, the Carrascos.
Okay.
Richie and Maria.
Richie, okay, yeah.
Spent a bunch of time just hanging out, eating our way through Prague. It was awesome.
They like slalom a little bit.
Yeah. And that's one of those things. Learned so much from them. Ian Brad and Stryker and Dave Mitchell and Michael Dawn and all those guys.
Those guys.
Were so open
Yeah.
to share anything.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
For encouragement. And, here, let me see. No, you're doing that all wrong. No, don't touch it. And, like, don't worry about it.
Get you all set up,
Yeah,
right?
man, and tons of encouragement all the time, and
Yeah, that's
calling
cool.
bullshit on it, and,
Yeah. That's a cool European trip when you have
Yeah.
all those people there to help and You get to see
Lynn and
cool
Eric,
stuff.
and just meeting a bunch of the European guys and boozing it up, because in Prague and Czech Republic, beer, like the Pilsner Quell, which is one of their best because they're known. It's where a lot of lager and stuff like that, but
Okay.
and Weisse and all that came from. And a liter of Pilsner Quell was cheaper than a liter of water.
Seriously.
So it's just like, and even in the shutdown zone, there'd be like a little stand with like a little sausage. You'd get a sausage with mustard and rye, just like on a paper plate for $1 or something, and beer.
And a beer.
In the shutdown zone. And it's just like everybody's drinking. And in Amsterdam, for the pre-racers meeting in the morning,
Yeah.
the first time I ever smelled weed at like an official, like we're all sitting there going through like a racers meeting in the morning.
Yeah.
He's like, yep, breakfast joint, tobacco. So it was like big basically smoking spleefs. Like, oh shit. So, yeah. That was just like these little cultural things. It was really funny. Now it's pretty common.
Yeah.
To go to a racers meeting and like a lot of safety being talked about.
Yeah. Right. Safety meetings. Yeah. Right.
So then, as a high from all that, came back, and like a few days after that, met up with John and Billy to do the Zubon. And I was on one of Billy's older bikes, and basically washed out the back end.
So
planted my foot.
before we get to that, I guess explain to anybody that's gonna be watching
Sorry.
what's a mini bike too,
Or what's Zubon?
and what's Zubom? Yeah.
So it's a group of almost like it was the Zoo Bombers, and I think of kind of almost like steamer punk, crust punk kind of aesthetic.
Yeah.
But just hobbled together 12-inch bikes, like
Little kid bikes.
that you could find at Goodwill for $5 or something, and then reinforce it a little bit, and everybody had their own little thing going on. But
They had some crazy looking
But
bikes.
I would meet up downtown on Sunday nights. Now there's like an altar, like a big statue with a little bike on top that they lock the bikes to,
Okay.
right by the van store on 13th and Burnside. But you take the Max, the light rail, up into the West Hills, and it goes into a tunnel. You get out at the zoo, and then walk up a few hundred yards to the high point, and then bomb down through the neighborhoods, down through there.
Okay. Yeah.
And they do it on skateboards too. They have races, stuff like that. Did we touch on that before?
Yeah. Just briefly, but yeah.
But it's a whole. I don't know if it's as popular as it was then now, but it was a whole group. It was a subculture.
It was
a
huge.
thing.
Yeah.
And they would do big events in the winter, the mini bike Olympics, mini bike games, with that like destruction. Was it destructive? Was it derby, bash 'em up derby kind of thing?
Yeah.
Look it up.
Yeah.
Portland
Zubom.
Zubom.
Yeah.
But at first run of the night, and lost the back end, planted my foot, tib. Broke the tib, fractured the fibula.
Dang.
So got a titanium rod in there now, and I had dislocated and fractured my ankle skimboarding, 10 years before that. So all I could think about is like I just blew all that shit out.
Oh yeah.
Just a plate and screws and stuff.
Was from
So that all held.
from your ankle.
Yeah, that all held. All the force went up.
Wow.
So that for a while. That was the first first major broken. Just my leg once and wrist once.
So how'd they get you to the hospital?
Ambulance.
Oh, the ambulance.
Billy
came.
and John
Okay.
were gone. I mean, they were ahead of me.
Oh, okay.
So
right.
just some other people helped me.
Stopped and helped
Yeah.
you. Dang.
Luckily, the cell phones and stuff were a thing.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah,
'Cause-
his wife met me at the hospital. So I knew it was it's my front foot too. So it definitely took away, some abilities like flicking and flipping and stuff like
Oh,
that.
God. Yeah. Yeah. Right. It's like those
And
injuries.
even foot braking at speed like that. Because it's my front foot. And
Yeah.
As I put my back foot down, it's twisting.
Oh, okay.
It torques it, kind of.
And you can feel that. Right? I feel it.
So
Dang.
that slowed me down a little bit. But
Yeah.
been still doing it.
Still okay. All right. Good. Doesn't stop you.
No,
Just slows you
slowed me
down.
a
Just
little
slows you down a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. I hear
But that was, seeing like stacking up and feeling like he's getting better and better at racing with slalom.
Okay.
And for that to happen is kind of a kick in the nuts.
Yeah, right. You're kind of on a high, and now you're like, oh, I don't know what the crap I'm gonna do. Heal and
Try
get
again.
back at it, right? Right. That's like when I ruptured my Achilles this last year. I had so many people going, "Are you gonna stop skating?" I'm like, no, that's not an option. Like, that's not what I'm gonna do.
They reassess things.
I'm gonna heal.
Yeah.
I might stretch a little bit before I go do a push race or something, but no, it's not gonna stop.
No.
Because that's
And that's one thing.
you don't stop what you love doing.
I'm just now starting to take more seriously is stretching
And it happens as we get older, right? You're like, okay, I guess I've been told I should stretch ever since I was a kid. Now I guess maybe I actually should. Just go jump on a board and go.
Friend Rob was here from Colorado early in the year. We were in the backyard stretching, just kind of chilling. My wife and I and him. As we're stretching, he's looking at me like, "That's as far as you can get your hips to go." Like laughing at me. So that's been my motivation.
You're like, okay, should loosen up a little bit and. Yeah.
He took it very seriously, like through COVID and stuff. It was one of his outlets.
Is the stretch? Okay.
Yeah, well, yoga in general.
Okay. All right.
And like
Yeah.
I should have probably grasped that during that time.
During all that downtime, I should have maybe done that, but yeah.
Actually, through COVID, we worked a bunch.
So
Like, was working like 5 or 6 days a week here.
in the shop,
Uh-huh.
they were still open.
Oh yeah, we were going gangbusters.
I mean, what's everybody just gonna do? Yeah. I was at the time working construction, and we didn't stop. No,
Didn't slow you guys down.
no,
much
we
at all.
were going like we were building constantly. Yeah. Which was good
Especially
because
if you have your
I talked to a lot of people that were just not doing anything.
Right.
And
Oh,
they
yeah,
couldn't, they
absolutely.
couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, I would have gone stir crazy.
Yeah.
I would have found something to do, but
Right.
I wouldn't have. Yeah. But
Find bad things to do.
I might have built
Drinking
some.
too much.
I might have built some more boards or something. But
Yeah.
like
But you guys probably had a tight crew and took it seriously. It's not like with us particularly, there was 4 of us, 5 of us.
So
and we tried to take it serious. Like no
Yeah.
going out, no,
Right.
like we have families, and Chris was having a baby, and
Yeah,
so was Ryan.
the construction company. There was just 2 of us, and it was. We just kind of stayed away from everybody, did our job, got things done. Most of it was outside, so
Right.
but yeah.
We had a strip on the thing.
Oh,
Basically
keep-
6 feet from the back of the counter to here. But
Keep
not-
people-
We really did it. Like,
Right,
They were
but-
being fucking tools. But we'd only let 10 people in the store at a time. Like we never closed. We closed for one day when all the, restrictions came down.
Yeah.
And figured out how we're gonna do this.
How are you gonna keep open?
Like
Right.
that first day, we were trying to set up boards with gloves on, like plastic gloves. Just not, what do we do?
Yeah. What do? You
We're
got
trying to figure out everybody's
And how do you keep?
comfort zone.
Right. Yeah.
Like what actually is going to help. Like nobody wants to get sick.
No,
But it's not.
yeah. Nobody wants to get sick, but you still got to keep things moving.
Yeah. So we got lucky
That's
through
good.
that, and had lines out the door.
That's awesome,
Like we'd
though.
only let 10 people in. So
But
we
then you were-
even bought a tent for out
For
there
outside?
to hang out. Yeah. 'Cause people were coming from all over. Just a lot of other places weren't open.
Weren't open. Okay.
Like Camas and from Woodburn.
So this was like their only option to come get boards.
Or one of the only options.
Besides
We
online.
were joking about
Besides
super spreaders.
Yeah.
We'd have like a little kid come in, like a little girl would come in from say Camas.
Yeah.
She'd get a board, she'd be super pumped, and then the next weekend there'd be like three families from her soccer team were here.
Oh, okay.
Because they're like,
Because she's like, I got a board,
Look at
and you
this,
have to
this
go.
is so fun, you should do it.
Yeah,
But
okay.
Kids like that, they were super spreaders.
That's the good kind of
The good kind of super spreader.
super spreader.
But
Yeah.
there was like
Spreads the
so
stoke.
many people, so many new boards went out. And, even older people in their 20s and 30s that the last time they had nothing to do, what were they doing?
Right. True. It's like, what are you gonna
Pick up
do?
my skateboard again.
Yeah.
You can do it by yourself. You can do it separated from your friends.
right.
You can do it hugging your friends. you know, anywhere in between.
Yeah, I mean, you can just go skate your vacant neighborhoods.
And luckily, we weren't dealing with, you know, sand being put in the skate parks or them closing skate parks. They did that in Venice.
Yeah, I remember hearing about the Venice.
Like putting sand so nobody would.
So nobody could use it.
I think they did it in like Carlsbad and a couple of those places, and then kids got their little motorbikes and started jumping and started using it.
You're like, okay, we'll do something else.
Yeah. Do this.
Yeah. Gosh, dang, crazy.
Weird side.
So, what other events? So you did slalom. Did you do downhill? A little bit downhill.
Yeah. Had leathers at one point. And,
okay.
You know.
From the leather shop here. What's it? Portland Leathers? Portland?
Well, there's Langlets, but that's super high end though.
Yeah, but didn't they had like
they have used stuff back then.
Yeah, their backroom secondhand leathers. Yeah, I remember going up there with the.
And there's a lot of hand-me-downs too, and it seemed like everybody's leathers were red, white, and black.
Yeah, right.
You know, just because.
Because they were all old Honda leathers.
Yeah.
The red, white, and black leathers.
You know, well before there was, you know, anybody could either get hands on or afford custom ones.
Yeah, right.
You know,
yeah, you just found what you. Yeah, they didn't always fit.
No?
But yeah,
I think some of those guys are still running those. Like John Huey still runs his old ones that he's had for that long, I think.
Oh, really?
Like hold held
Hey,
together
they
by
still
duct
work,
tape.
right? Yeah, you put some tape on it, and maybe you have to stitch something up, but it still holds up.
Much more into, you know, bombing hills and stuff, but not at that seriousness, not at that speed.
Yeah.
Especially after 2008.
Yeah, you kind of have to think about those things a little bit, right?
But there's definitely not that guy that's, you know, some of those guys are just lacking that self-preservation gene. You know?
Yeah.
That just, like, calm and
You
just
send it no matter what.
Yeah, like deal with it.
Yeah.
I think some of those observation I've had recently is a lot of those guys have become arborists.
Oh,
And
okay. So they're
climbing up in trees.
climbing up in trees now. They're not bombing hills or climbing trees.
It's the same thing. It's
Yeah.
like fear.
It's
calculated.
It's
know?
true, right? Yeah.
Which is, you know, it's not like these downhillers are dumb.
No.
They're just reckless. It's
No.
all calculated.
They know what they're
But
doing.
just-
They have the
just that
skill
tolerance.
level.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean, I've skated with some guys that bombed hills that didn't have the skill level.
Sure.
And
They
you're
don't
just
do it
like,
for that long though.
yeah, right. It's like, oh, that's you're gonna hurt yourself.
Like using Billy as an example, at least personally that I know of,
Uh-huh.
that for years, even I think before he started downhilling, that he worked for a company that did cellular towers on buildings.
Oh, yeah.
So he was up on top of buildings, hanging off buildings, putting cell towers up there.
Right. So
And now he's climbing crazy, stupid shit down in Bend.
yeah, I've seen some of his. Yeah, it's like.
But like,
I mean, it's
going
that-
fast on a skateboard.
It's the you get that comfort level. You're like he's up on a freaking mountain or up on a cell tower, like you skating down a steep hill. No big
That's
deal.
nothing.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
All right, I can fall here and I'm only falling
Right.
a foot,
It's
not 300 feet.
Right. So I think
Yeah.
there's that mindset. I think there's something there to that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, still like same
Racing in
with
general.
with downhill. It's like you're not gonna just be a normal pusher guy skating around town and then go hit a big hill. I mean, you gotta develop
There's an in-between.
and practice, and so that comfort level's there. So because the comfort level's there, the wobbles come. if you're not comfortable, you're gonna wobble out, and
And you've
you
got to
get-
put yourself in those positions to have the confidence to go through them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I think especially as you get older, you get a little more mortality.
Yeah,
thoughts of that.
you think about it a little bit more. Like
I think as I've gotten older,
if I
even
eat it-
heights
Oh.
don't feel as comfortable as I used to.
Okay.
On heights,
yeah,
like jumping off shit, and like bridges and cliffs and
yeah,
stuff like that.
right.
Whereas in the 20s, like, bring it.
Right. I get a second thought. You go camping and go jump off stuff. You're like, I might not want to do that one because.
We're like, ooh, I lucked out of that one. Yeah. I mean, there's some of that, and that's hard to do. At least
Yeah.
for a certain mindset, I think.
Okay. Yeah. So as far as around here, you would do the Tabor races
Mm-hmm.
because they did slalom or the GS on the Tabor.
Yep, did a couple, and that was one of the fun ones. Also, the pick the shittiest day in January and do a GS course at Tabor where it's basically putting the cones where you have to go through the worst spots.
Oh, okay.
And that was
I remember hearing about
Josh's.
I never came up for any of those.
Sadistic cone placement.
Yeah, yep. I remember hearing about after the first one going, and everybody was like, "What?"
Where the road kind of crowns and it kind of fades down into the gutter, and it's all mossy. The cone's right there.
Yeah, of course.
So you have just a little bit. There's one where there's like a Jersey barrier with some composting situation.
Yeah.
And as you're going, you basically have to come right at it and then turn at the last minute. It's more of a mind,
Okay.
mind
Yeah.
fuck
Yeah. You just
than
have to
anything.
get
But
through
it's
it.
just, yeah.
Because you're looking at
Get low and don't make any harsh movements. That's basically what we've learned. But, setting up timers. You got really good at the tape, the track made.
Put
the
the tape down.
Switches. And even in the rain.
Yeah.
But I've got through the CalSkate slalom guys, I still have one of the track mates with the tape switches.
Okay.
So we pull it out every once in a while, do cyber slalom and things like that still to this day.
Okay, that's cool.
Got a school by my house, marked a cyber slalom course,
Okay.
which is
So explain cyber slalom. Yeah.
is a way that guys back in the 90s, early 2000s figured out a way, NCDSA times, that they could compete against each other across the world, all over the world. All you need was a pretty good sized flat area. So they would take cones, 25 cones, 6-foot centers. I think it's 15-foot boxes on each side. So you could get 2 pushes, 3 pushes maybe, and then pump through.
Pump through it.
And it would, the timer would go on when you got to the first cone and off at the last cone. But that way everybody was on a level playing field, no
Right.
pun intended. As long as it was flat.
As long as it's a flat area.
And
Yeah.
it's great training. It's like calisthenics.
Yeah, you got to pump. You got to, yeah.
And it's the more time you spend at that, I think is one of the great exercises to get better without having to do full courses. and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, no, totally.
It's low impact.
That's your yoga.
But it does, it feels like the first couple times you do it, after a while, it's like, holy shit. Have I ever done this before?
Yeah.
But-
So that's cool. That's cool stuff though, because I totally forgot about this whole thing about the cyber slalom. But I remember seeing posts about it, and everybody's out there. Oh, hold on a second. Let's get that. So while he opens the door, we're at CalSkate, and you got a delivery coming in. But the shop will be opening here pretty soon.
Oh shit.
Is it open time now?
Well, you go until somebody comes in.
Okay, all right, yeah, we'll keep going till until customers come in, and we'll give a quick tour of the shop here too. All right, so
Speaking of,
yeah, we're
you were going in the direction of events.
yeah, events, yeah, especially because Portland was like, there was events all the time around
Yeah.
here. I mean, in the early 2000s up until
2010ish.
yeah, 2010,
What was
2012.
the last year of Kathleen? I should know that.
I don't know. That's I was gonna do, and that's one of the posts I'm gonna.
That could be a whole.
Oh, yeah, Catholic could be a whole thing by itself, and that will be at some point. We'll get.
Maybe over time, if you talk to Robin
Yeah.
and JP or anybody else in the Northwest with a couple Kathleen questions, and you could put together something. I
Yeah,
bet.
because Catholic was epic, awesome. I mean, we are having a hard time putting on legal events
Mhm.
because
And that's
nobody.
what it comes down to. Is
Yeah.
find the space, insurance, liability.
And because nobody
Who's
wanted
willing
to,
to-
nobody
yeah.
wanted to tackle that. They were always like, I guess the thought was like, oh, you downhillers are just crazy.
Somebody's gonna get hurt.
And yeah, someone always gets hurt, but they're not just some random guys just
Right.
bombing hills. So,
Right.
and that was always a hard one to to
we
find
are
someplace
taking precautions in
that would be
ways we
like,
can.
we put on an event? And downhill, that was
all
harder.
outlaws.
Yeah,
At least
I mean,
most
right?
of
It was everything was outlaw.
Get up in the morning super early, like even our races. We had slalom races that people would come down from Seattle for on Tabor,
And
they were just outlaw races in the morning.
Yeah,
get up
just
there,
get up there, set up.
Old lady with her dog may hassle you a little bit, but unless you were being super obnoxious or something like that, nobody really cared.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'd still be able to do it now.
Probably not. I mean, maybe. I
We should
mean, nobody
maybe we should
does.
try.
Yeah, right. Just
So I want to do a couple of the pump tracks, like out in there's a bike facility out Gateway Green.
okay.
205.
There's that pump track right off of 84, right before the 84 turn off, right over that.
It's on 205,
is that-
84.
Yeah.
that's Gateway.
I've seen it. I've driven past it,
Yep.
and I was like, I gotta figure out how to get over there.
There's a
But it's-
shopping center, Gateway Shopping Center.
Uh-huh.
You can go. There's a transportation center there.
Because they have like
Just cruise
the
down.
pump track, and then they have a skate park there too, right? Is
There's
that?
not a skate park.
Is it like a small bowl or something was over there?
There's
Maybe.
like a fiberglass little ring that you can pump around. And then there's a bigger pump track, and there's a bunch of bike stuff.
Okay.
There is a skate park up at Gateway, like up the hill.
Up there, okay.
In the community, but that's a new one.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah, it'd be fun to go out and do a couple outlaw pump track races.
Pump track races, right? Pump track because you be, well, you can do head to head.
Yeah, good.
That's enough
Well,
space.
I got a timer.
Yeah, you got a timer. It's all time. I used to do
It's
it.
super easy to do too.
I used to do a race at this park in Salem called Nelson Park.
Is it the asphalt one?
So no, it's up on the hill. Maybe we called it beat the clock, and so it was all timed.
Gotcha.
So because there wasn't enough space for 2 people.
Okay.
It was so everybody. You start the
Time trials.
Yeah, and it was all just stopwatch too because we didn't have
No.
tape or nothing.
Yeah,
So it
yeah.
was like hit the stopwatch and everybody skates it, and you see because if you're going too fast, you'd wash out in corners and stuff because it was just this little trail that went around. But yeah, that was the same thing you can do the pump track too because
Yeah.
that would be close enough to put tapes because I'm sure you come in. And come
Yeah.
out.
No, it'd be compared to like tape for start and then way at the bottom.
Bottom, yeah.
Having to
Drape
got like,
out your.
Got like a quarter mile of that telephone cord too. We were just talking about like, shouldn't this be in the garage?
Yeah.
We're thinking about redoing our basement.
Oh yeah,
We've
like,
got like
there's
2 Rubbermaid bins full
Full
of
of-
cords, just cords,
just cords.
cords. And then there's one of the shallow ones like you slide under the bed.
Yeah.
With the timer and everything.
Nice.
And then-
But that would be fun. That would be a lot of fun setting up and do
I
a.
still have 100 cones maybe too.
Okay.
If you guys want them back, let me know.
Yeah, that'd be fun though. To do a pump track race, and there's there's a few of them. We got one in Salem too,
Shit, in Vernonia,
and Vernonia. Yeah,
that Evergreen Park.
yeah. So there could be like a series of pump track races.
They've
That'd
been doing
that'd
up
be
in
fun.
Vancouver. They've been doing the Land Yachts guys have been doing like a series
Okay.
of some kind.
Yeah.
And it's another one of those things that it's not a huge skill level to enter.
No,
you
right.
know?
Anybody
It's
could
Anybody, pretty much
And
anybody.
on
can do it.
anything. I mean, of course, there's gonna be
Street
there's gonna be
skaters,
things that are gonna be
park
better.
skaters. Right.
That you get some nice softies and on your
Firm
deck.
softies.
Yeah, and you can nail the just rip through the pump track. It's a burner on your legs too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's cool.
And so I've got a little evergreen park that's close to my house on Alberta, and it's just super small, but it's super fun. Just carve around.
Just
You
carve.
could spend 30 minutes there, get a sweat, never pick up your front wheels.
Just pumping through.
roll in, roll out.
Roll it. Okay,
It's
that's cool.
super fun, low
So,
impact.
have you ever skated? I don't even know what that park's called in Vancouver. It was built in the '70s for roller skaters. It's just that snake run.
Swift.
Is it Swift?
Yeah.
No, that place is a blast.
Is it like so bad it's good kind of thing?
Yeah,
Yes.
it is. And
They still have a huge
snake
team.
run, and then hits that bowl at the bottom.
Those kids still skate there.
That was.
Yeah.
I had skated it once at one of the events.
Talking
up in-
Vancouver, BC.
Yeah, BC.
Salem.
Oh, is it okay?
Salem. Yes.
I don't remember what it was called. I just remember
We went up there actually for
Les.
for a
Les
slalom.
took us up there
Yeah.
we were there for a downhill race, and Les took us over there. And I was like, dude, I don't want to leave. This thing
Yeah.
is so much fun. And then we went and did downhill
They
stuff.
got super fun stuff from like back in the 80s. They had contests and demos and stuff there.
Oh, up there and that. Okay, it makes sense. It was
You see pictures like Chris Miller doing methods over the hips and stuff.
Oh
How do
dang.
you get that? Like, and skating there, like, how the fuck do you get that speed?
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah. I was always like, why didn't they build more of those around?
Yeah, because that's been there since the 70s.
It's been there forever. Yeah, it's still awesome. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, you should do some pump track events. I'd be down to go do a pump track event. I mean,
Try it outlaw first.
yeah, throw some timers in. It's just be a cool thing to set up, and it's like
'Cause I thought
an evening thing or something.
Even thought about some of the verbiage. Free for skateboarders, $10 for racers.
Yeah, there you go.
Or $5 for
$5, right? Something.
Like if I've seen
So-
you at a race,
Right.
you're paying me $5.
You're right.
Because you know.
Just set it up. And, I'm sure there's still companies out there that'll throw swag
Mhm.
at events. I would throw swag at the event. I don't even build that many boards anymore, but
Bring it
there
on.
would definitely, especially local stuff, man. That's like,
Got some I Ride with Larry shirts laying around?
I don't have any. It's like it's one of those things that I need to do just because it's fun. Just to be able to give people
Yeah,
shirts
yeah.
sometimes, but I need to get some shirts, and I got, a handful of boards here and there that I'm working on, but nothing too crazy.
Just do them in little drops.
Yeah, it is. It's
limited drops.
like okay, I got some time. I can go press, and then 3 weeks later I'll have some more time to cut them out.
Yeah, just having that space, you're able to do that.
Yeah, and well, I have a buddy of mine. He's got a shop, and so
Is that where you're pressing?
that's
the
where my
button?
press and my CNC router is, and all my molds. And because when I closed things down, I kept everything. Because my thought process was like, what if I want to build a board again? I mean, I knew I was
Even
closing
for
things
yourself.
down, but. Had a great conversation with Skip. We got cut short because Skip was covering for somebody at CalSkate and had to open the shop. So we will have to have a part 2 with Skip. But stay tuned for episode 4. Thanks.